Look at this street in 1960. Where are all the obese people? No Ozempic, no gyms on every corner, no Apple Watches, no calorie counting apps, and almost nobody was talking about dieting. So what were they doing differently? First, they weren't eating all day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. That was it. No protein bar at 10. No chips at 2. No snack because you were bored at 9 p.m. People came to the dinner table with something we've almost forgotten: hunger. And yes, they ate cake. But cake wasn't sitting in a plastic box next to the checkout counter. Cake was an event. Sunday afternoon, Grandma came over, coffee was made, the cake came out. You ate a piece, talked for 2 hours, and the cake disappeared again. Then look at the portions. A hamburger was a hamburger. A Coke was a small Coke. A sandwich was lunch, not a 1,400 calorie architectural project. Somehow large became normal. But here's the biggest difference. People moved all day long. They walked to the store, carried the groceries home, climbed stairs, hung laundry, worked in the yard, walked to visit somebody, and after work, they didn't automatically collapse into a chair with a phone. Even television made you exercise. Want another channel? Get up and change it. There was no remote control. Nobody needed a watch saying, "Friend, congratulations. You stood up." Life made you move. And then there was the food. You actually had to cook it. Potatoes, cabbage, vegetables, beans, eggs, fish, meat, whole grains, fruit, pickles, and fermented foods. Food naturally came with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. It didn't need a paragraph of ingredients printed on the back. Lunch wasn't DoorDash. You brought it from home. A good sandwich. Maybe fruit. Maybe leftovers. Simple food. And then you went back to work. And something else was very different. Today's food supply is flooded with omega-6, rich oils from fried foods, snacks, dressings, sauces, and ultra-processed foods. That exposure was far lower. Meanwhile, traditional foods like fish, eggs, herring, sardines, pickled foods, and fermented foods were still common. The balance of our food changed. So maybe people in 1960 didn't have some secret metabolism. They lived in a different food and movement environment where inflammatory omega-6 was rare. They ate meals with healthy omega-3 instead of eating processed foods all day. They ate smaller portions. They cooked, they walked, they carried things, they moved without thinking about it, and they ate much less ultra-processed food that still contained fiber. We didn't suddenly lose our willpower. We redesigned everyday life, and our bodies followed into an inflammatory omega-6 world. So what's the solution? We can't go back to 1960, but we can bring some of it back. Stop snacking all day, eat real food, move more, cut processed foods and excess omega-6, restore your omega-3 balance with a highly bioavailable omega-3 like Zinzino Balance Oil, and feed your gut with fiber and fermented foods. Less omega-6, more omega-3, a healthier gut, and more movement. Give your body back the environment it was designed for. And don't forget to get tested. Don't guess whether you're on the right track. Measure your omega-3 levels, make the changes, and test again. The proof isn't in what you take. The proof is in what actually gets into your cells.